What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Ravens reviewing videos, and welcome if you're new, of course. Tonight I'm going to look at Too Spooky, that's what the channel is called, and it's called Top 10 YouTube Ghost Videos from 2007 to 2012. So it's a while ago, but now I hope I haven't seen these. Don't know, I've seen a lot nowadays. But I would say join me. See what they have, see if this is a good channel, because I have no idea. I just subscribed to them. And yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy this video, because it's review time. There we go. These are amazing already.
How's it going, everybody? Too Spooky here. Ghosts are something that have always intrigued me, mainly because I'm not even sure if I believe they exist, but it's hard to deny some of the evidence that has been documented of their existence throughout the decades. YouTube in particular has become a magnificent place to release these visual documentations for all to see throughout the years, and still to this very day. As I was growing up, I distinctly remember spending hours upon hours digging through paranormal videos, and terrifying myself in the process. And in this video, we are going to be counting down the top 10 YouTube ghost videos that terrified me as a kid. Like my other top 10s, for a video to be eligible for this list, it has to meet certain qualifications. It needs to have been uploaded anywhere from 2006 to 2012, so anything uploaded in 2013 to 2017 is off limits. The video in question needs to have scared me, intrigued me, or both during that period of time. And it doesn't necessarily matter if the videos in question were proven or suspected to be fake. These videos are all classics in my eyes. Whether or not they are authentic is up to the individual viewer, but I will give my opinion of their authenticity after each video is listed either way. If you've been on YouTube for quite a while like myself, you'll likely have seen a few of these videos, if not all of them before. And if you're fairly new to YouTube or haven't been around for very long, you're in for a real treat. So make sure to turn off the lights, sit back, and relax, because it's time to get spooked. Number 10. The Elevator Ghost. This video right here is the definition of a classic YouTube ghost video that the majority of you have likely seen before. Not much is known about where it came from, but it shows
This one does not look familiar for me.
4 different security cameras in some sort of building that follow 2 Japanese men getting into an elevator. The green tint from the cameras give it a spooky tone right off the bat, but it's what happens at the end that truly terrified me.
What? No. I can understand that that's terrifying, but I don't think this one's real. No. Don't know.
Right as the men
Creepy
leave
as
the
hell,
elevator, what looks to be an old lady appears from under or inside them as they leave, and slowly shimmers towards the elevator door. It always gave me the chills. And when I first saw it, it was featured in some sort of compilation video with really creepy children singing in the background, so that surely didn't help at all. The only reason I rank this video so low on the list is because watching it back now, it certainly looks pretty fake, but the person faking it would have had to go through quite a lot of effort to pull this one off. So props to whoever put this one together. But at the same time, there's also a slim chance that this could be authentic, so be sure to let me know what you think of this video and all the other videos I'm going to show you down below. Regardless if this is real or fake though, when I was younger and first saw this one back in 2008, it was extremely scary, which is why I believe it deserves a place on this list. Number 9. Ghost at Hampton Court. This next video takes place at Hampton Court Palace, which is located in London, England, which was owned by King Henry VIII. Now, what exactly happened? I'll let you see for yourself.
This is what a security camera at Hampton Court captured on tape about 3 weeks ago. Is this a ghost?
Right, now what this is the security staff heard an alarm go off, which actually meant that the fire doors were open. They rushed to it and there was nothing there. The doors were closed, actually, when they got there. Now, we'll go back through this again. On CCTV camera, but not seen by anybody at the naked eye, was this. Can we see it again, please, now? Okay.
There are other CCTV cameras around Hampton Court, particularly after that fire. Nobody was seen approaching this particular spot. You don't see the doors actually being pushed open by hand. Figure strides forward and slams them shut. As you can see, and close-ups have shown that it appears to be dressed in medieval clothes, similar to what Henry VIII would have worn. But the key thing is it happened 3 days on the run. That's the only time that a figure actually appeared on the camera, and the other CCTV cameras and witnesses around saw nobody.
So this is supposed to be the ghost, or this is supposed to be the one that works there? Because I don't see any ghosts. I do see some doors opening by themselves, but I do not think this is a ghost. I think this is one person that works there in medieval clothing.
So basically, like the newscaster said, an alarm was set off because these fire doors were opened, which led security to not only check the cameras, but also check the doors in question. They didn't find anyone in that area, and no one, other than the camera, saw this figure appear. If you watch the video, you can also see both doors being quickly thrust open before quickly being shut by the figure. And these doors were also being opened before this incident with
The figure is definitely not a ghost.
nobody around. But this was the first and only time a figure was caught on camera in the process. This video in particular freaked me out, because I believe this one is authentic. Although it could very well be possible an actual person was behind this and never came forward. But due to the media attention this got at the time, and the sheer appearance of the figure lead me to believe this was an actual ghost. And as a kid, it seemed just as real as it does now. Although, it's not near as terrifying as some of the videos to come, which is why it will remain at number 9. Number 8. The Smiling Ghost.
That was kind of creepy, yeah?
I was never able to find the original source of this video, nor was I able to find any information about the video itself, but this video always gave me
chills.
The quality in this video is pretty poor, much like pretty much every other video that will be on this list, unfortunately, so it's a bit hard to see exactly what is running or rushing at these people, but once you zoom into the face, it just has the most menacing, horrifying appearance, which was engraved behind my eyelids whenever I tried to go to sleep after first seeing it. This video I also believe to be authentic, not only because of the appearance of the figure or face, but because of the people's reaction in the video. They sound...
Yeah, but that could be very well be some friends trying to freak him out. So it could be fake, but it could be real. Or it could be real, it could be fake, whatever. It's very hard to tell. Very hard to tell. So yeah, you'll be the judge. It could be real.
Legitimately terrified and fearing for their lives, which only adds to the spook factor if you ask me. So because of that, what I've dubbed the Smiling Ghost is our number 8. Number 7. Body of a pig. This video begins with a short introduction, stating that the EVP we're about to hear was captured with a ghost hunting group that the uploader is no longer associated with, which means he cannot legally name them, claim association with them, or release any information on the video in question regarding location or anything like that. So the information surrounding this video stops there. Next we see some people opening up a red metal door of some sort.
The old book, might be a bobby in there. What a chunk with them too. East what?
It's in England. Is it?
Beginning.
But did you hear that? An EVP comes
That's
through that
weird.
says, "I have the body of a pig. followed by a grunting sound. As terrifying as that is, it's not over yet.
Jesus, look at that, mate. It's exactly like the one over there, look.
Misty.
Right.
That is weird, yeah. I have to admit that. But it could just be a light
The
source
picture
of
that they took at
Nah.
that moment, along with the chilling
That is
EVP,
weird.
always gave me goosebumps
creepy.
whenever I revisited the video. It did freak me out quite a bit when I was younger, and even to this day it is still quite freaky, but not near as much as I used to think it was. It probably stems from the fact that this video is likely fake, which kind of ruins the experience of this one for me, mainly because there was so much mystery surrounding it from the start. But channels such as Scare Theater have made videos debunking this video, and although some of his points I don't necessarily agree with, it does show this clip in a whole new light. Either way though, staring into the eyes of that photo and listening to that voice was so scary at the time that I will never be able to forget it. And for that, this piggy will be our number 7.
Who's Piggy?
Number 6. Ghost Adventures Documentary. You may be wondering why this is being featured on here, considering it's
I don't know if everybody wants to hear this, so if you don't want to hear it, please skip to the next video.
a documentary and not a YouTube video. But the first time I saw bits and pieces of this documentary was on YouTube, which in turn introduced me to the Ghost Adventures series soon after. This documentary as a whole was revolutionary
This is the part where they were legit.
in regards to the paranormal, and it still contains some of the most authentic
To
paranormal
me,
documentation to this very day. If you haven't seen the documentary, I highly suggest you check it out. But the 2 clips I will be featuring today are what intrigued me the most. The first was the full-body apparition that they caught running across a room.
Nick was by himself in this ballroom attempting to record voices from spirits on a digital recorder
He
known as
got followed.
EVPs or electronic voice phenomena. Little did he know we were about to capture something unbelievable on this infrared camera.
The first clip by itself is really cool, but not exactly scary. The second one, however, would be the one that actually freaks me out to this very day.
Oh, the stone being thrown.
Holy oh my god! Holy Stop! Go!
The only reason I believe this one is because he sounds legitly scared. However, I wouldn't run, but yeah, he sounds legitimately scared. But as soon as season 4 or 6 started, then I was like, I don't know what I'm looking at. So yeah, that's just me. The first 4, perfect. After that, nah. So I was a fan until then. But this one I would say is legitimately real, and they try to debunk the brick being thrown, which is actually not possible with wires unless you see them, or someone has to tell me otherwise, because I have never seen a brick being thrown by fishing wires. Because if you do it like that and the angle it was thrown, I don't think that's possible, but I could be wrong. And if someone tells me that I'm wrong, tell me how I can reconstruct that and then see if I can do that. But yeah, to me this one is legit, but that's one of the best ones I think from them, because they just started and they got known for this documentary. So, yeah. In other words, I'm not going to tell a lot. I'm not going to say a lot about them because nothing's good going to come out.
Hey, Nick!
I'm not sure if it's the heavy brick being thrown, the boards lifting off the ground afterwards, or the fear and panic coming from Zach and Nick running and being separated afterwards. Everything about this clip is still horrifying to this very day, because not only were they able to get the clip analyzed for tampering to prove its authenticity, but this also shows just how deadly a ghost can be. If they are powerful enough to throw bricks across a room, just imagine what else they could do. So because of how authentic and terrifying this documentary was, and how it can still freak me out to this very day, I have no choice but to place it at number 6. Number 5. Teleporting Ghost Girl.
Are you sure? I don't think so. What's that? Up there! I told you! What's it on? I told you I seen something! Quickly! No! I bet I'm telling you now. Up there! See? What'd I say? Oh my god. What'd I say? It's gone! No, shush. No. No! No!
Still don't know.
This
if
video
one's real.
in particular scared me quite a bit when I was younger, mainly just because it didn't seem possible. The quality of the video is pretty crappy, so you can't make out a lot of the details, but the ghost girl just slowly creeping towards the top of the door always rubbed me the wrong way because it seemed so unnatural, and it didn't look as if the camera cuts at all when the girl appears at the top of the stairs,
exactly.
upstairs in the house, and then instantly downstairs in the house. It just all seemed
But the fact that she pins her camera from up to down exactly at the right time. Could tell me fake, because how would you know it's gonna teleport down? So yeah, you tell me.
too realistic to be fake, which is why as a kid this video was as scary as it got. Although I'm sad to say this video is undoubtedly fake, which is why I placed it a little lower on the list than I would have originally if it were authentic. Not only is there no information about this video out there, except for a poorly worded description, but if you go to the channel that this video is on, they have 2 other Ghost Girl videos, which they try to continue the trend, likely because this video got so popular. But the other 2 videos are both clearly so fake that it hurts. For instance, right here you can clearly tell that this is just a little girl, not any sort of spirit or anything like that. And the video after this one is just so choppy that you can't even tell what's going on. I do sincerely applaud them with that first video though. If they would have just left it at that, I would have been stumped on trying to decide if it was actually real or fake.
True.
And I still don't quite know how they pulled that one off. Even though this video is fake, it still holds up on the creepy factor for me. And if I didn't know it was fake going into it, I would likely still be freaked out whenever I watch it. And because of that, I decided to place it right in the middle at number 5. Number 4. Civil War Ghost.
Cool.
Not a whole lot is known about this video, and I couldn't for the life of me find its origin. But what little is known about this video is that it supposedly takes place in an old Civil War era building that was apparently hit by a cannonball. Not much
Those frames are shitty.
happens through the first few minutes of the video, but later on some sort of growl can be heard, along with some sort of whispering that the uploader claims sounds like "pray for me."
No. Hold on, you hear that?
Right after this, the people in the video decide it's time to go.
Let's get out of here, man. It's creepy.
I don't know if that's a ghost. It could just be a person because it looked hell a lot like a person. It would scare the shit out of you though, but...
Get out of here!
The cannonball killed many people. Evidently, some stayed behind. This video scared me back then, and it still gives me goosebumps whenever I watch the child appear. I personally believe this video is real, even though there isn't much information surrounding it. You have to admit, even if this just happens to be a homeless child taking shelter inside the building or something like that, it doesn't make it any less creepy. If you look at a still image of the child, it just looks slightly deformed and menacing,
Yeah,
even
but it could
if
just
it's
be the
just
image.
trying to ask for help. The terror
It could just be the image, because it's very, very poor quality. So it looks deformed because of the image, I think, because the rest of it is deformed as well.
terrified reactions of the people in the video also seem very authentic. So if it is all an act, it's very convincing. You can hear not only the sudden surprise, but also
I don't think this is an act. Like I said, if a person would stand there, you wouldn't have noticed it before, and then all of a sudden you see that in the dark, in an abandoned building. I would scare the shit out of me myself, and I would sound legit, but it doesn't mean it's a ghost.
So
Or
the second they
paranormal.
realize what is in front of them as they scramble to get out. Being simple and not overwhelmingly scary is what truly makes this video horrifying, and one of the scariest at number 4. Number 3.
Now we're getting it.
Fallen Angel.
Oh,
Not much is known about where this video came from either, and it seems like it's getting harder and harder to try and find any information about them. But this one starts off with two individuals speaking a different language, investigating what they believe to be a pile of feathers in the woods before carrying on.
No, Matteo, ja veus si he sentit soroll. Des de fa rato que he sentit soroll. Que sí, collons, que sí. Hòstia. Escolta. Ho sents o no?
there's the rake again.
Va, corre, fort, hòstia, va!
This video still freaks me out to this very day because of how creepy this ghost or person or creature looks. I'm not outright going to call this thing a ghost because it could very well be something else. But much like the last video, this one is unnerving either way. Especially if you slow the video down and really take a look at it. It's way too skinny to be a person. You can practically see the bones underneath the skin. And what weirds me out is how the thing doesn't even move when it has light flashed on it, but instead decides to jump up
That's not light, brother. That's night vision.
to the noise the two men create instead. And when it does, those eyes, man, those fucking eyes, pure nightmare fuel right there.
I like
It
the way he
scared me
comments
then,
this.
and it certainly freaks me out now if nothing else. The video is titled The Fallen Angel, and although I don't necessarily believe that's what this could be, it's definitely not human. At
No.
least not anymore. Which is why it's
doesn't look
our
like it
number
either.
3. Number 2. Hotel Ghost.
Oh, there we go.
This next video takes place in a
I do have to admit, I haven't seen any one of them.
Wingate Hotel in Illinois.
Oh, except
which
for the
one,
girls.
though, has never been specified.
The ghost girl.
As for what exactly was going on, the security at the hotel received complaints of someone screaming in a specific room, to which they
This one has been in the news.
decide to investigate before calling the cops. As for what happens next, see for yourself.
What's going on, John? There's no one checked into that room. There should be nobody in there. Wait 1 second, John. Amy, are you there? Yeah, John says he hears the screaming coming from that room. And I hear it too. But we're sure that no one's checked into that room. Correct? John, just wait. We're going to get a hold of the police. So, I would wait for the police, John.
Yeah, waiting.
Amy, John's going to enter the room real quick just to check, make sure, see what's going on. Wait one.
Hang on a second.
I saw it.
Did you guys see that?
Yes.
Let me play it again for you. Absolutely terrifying.
Even more terrifying is the fact that the room is completely trashed.
John, are you there? Okay, Amy, John wants you to call the police right now if you don't mind. He says no one's in there, but that all of the furniture's been turned upside down and the hold on. He says the carpet's been ripped up and that the shower is on, but nobody's in there. Man, that's scary.
That's a ghost.
Officially freaked out now.
This video seems very authentic to me, and if it isn't, well, somebody put a lot of effort into this one to make it appear real. From the muffled,
it's real.
blood-curdling screams, the apparition, and the added information about the room being practically
As far as I know, this one's real, and there's no, for what I know, debunks about this video. So if there is, please tell me. Put a link in the comments, and then I'll check them out.
flipped upside down and torn apart. Just everything about this video terrifies me. From what I could find out about this video, they haven't had any complaints about the room other than hearing weird noises from time to time. And this was the first and only time that something like this has ever happened.
I don't believe
which
that.
does make it a little bit scarier. I first saw this video back in 2012,
I don't
and it
believe that.
legitimately scared me because of how authentic it appears to be. And John, poor John. This man right here could have waited for the cops to show up, but he ran in there flashlight ready like a fucking bamf. Who knows what could have been in there? John, I could not have done what you did. And because of that, this video still terrifies me at number 2. And the
Cool.
moment that you've all been waiting for, number
Number
1.
one.
Mabel, the
Mabel.
pantry ghost.
Ah. Oh, hell no. Look, look, look. Someone's standing right there. Starting to drool. Did you see that? Did you see that? It's well, they have to show me that there's no poster in there or something like that, because it's a see-through window. I can put a poster on it behind it, so they have to show me. I don't know if they're gonna, but let's just see. Fucking hell, there's nobody there. Oh fuck no. That is creepy. Why would a ghost want to sit in a pantry? There's no room there. This one freaks me legitimately out. If I would have seen this, I would probably not even try to open the door anymore. Or just leave it there. I'll put nothing in there anymore.
Way back in 2007, a man who goes by the name of John and his family documented some of the most compelling ghost footage to date, and released it on YouTube as the experiences were occurring. This ghost was known as Mabel, the pantry ghost.
My theory with this one, maybe she, well, back in the days, back in the time, very long time ago, she was locked up in there or something, and she's still haunting the same pantry she was in back then. Could be. Possibility. I don't know. Freaks me out though.
It began with John realizing his pantry door was open every single morning when he woke up, even though he knew for a fact that he shut the pantry door every night. At first he suspected his family members, but after they repeatedly denied it, he decided to set up a camera filming the pantry door before he went to sleep to see if he could figure out why it was opening. And sure enough, at 12:34 a.m., the camera captured the door opening. Every night after that, John kept filming the door, always opening at 12:34.
That could, of course, be the moment she was found or something. Just
Then
me
one
still
night, John
theorizing.
decided to film the door while he was behind the camera himself, and he caught something terrifying.
Now that would be a legitimate moment for me to shit my pants. Especially this moment.
After releasing this clip in particular, plenty of people were obviously skeptical. So John invited a skeptic who lived nearby, also named John. And sure enough, he was able to prove that skeptic wrong firsthand.
Hi, I'm John. It's day 10, 12:03 a.m. Still nothing happening.
I think I'm right with this theory. I think she died in there. I think she got locked. Look. Look at the hands. You could have seen that coming. That's a girl.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Go, go, go. Whoa. Go, go. Dude. Look out, look out, look out. Oh my god. What the? I don't know. That's crazy. I told you. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Go, go.
Eventually, John decided to just take the pantry door off the hinges to stop the activity. But this only made things worse as it started to make contact with his daughter.
Ariana, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm playing hide and seek.
With who?
My friend Mabel.
Oh, okay.
Even resorting to violence against her. After his daughter was harmed, John decided it was finally time to get out of the house. Something that they were working on since they captured the footage of the pantry. And then the final night that they were in the house, John and his wife awoke to crying somewhere in the house. And John decided to see if he could find where it was coming from. What he captured next is unreal.
I'm preparing myself. It sounds like a freaking cat.
Right outside the door. Right outside the front.
She was standing up, wasn't she? Yeah, look. She's right here, standing up. I can remember this part. The rest of it I've never seen before.
After capturing that footage,
Exactly.
John and his family left that house forever. There's
Oh.
actually a whole documentary about these videos and the family behind them. I will be sure to link it in the description if you want to check it out, but in this documentary, the original footage is analyzed by a media professional, who claims that the footage is unedited and untampered with. And each member of the family, along with a medium, all swear that the footage and the whole experience for that matter is 100% legitimate. And I really think that that adds to the fear factor for me. I've always believed that these videos were legitimate. Although I still remain a tad bit skeptical because it's just part of my nature, these videos have forever scared me and piqued my interest in the paranormal at the same time. There's just something so unbelievably horrifying about seeing that face press up against the pantry glass, or the crying shadow in the hallway suddenly standing straight up as if it knew it was being watched.
It's almost like a cowboy.
Will admit some of these videos do seem quite staged, especially with the daughter of the family involved. But at the same time, it could just seem like bad acting because it simply wasn't acting at all. Regardless, these videos were revolutionary for the paranormal both on YouTube and in history for that matter. And they will always be the scariest to me due to how real they are, or at least appear to be. And I'll never be able to forget the face of Mabel pressed up against that glass until the day I die.
Alright, that was it for Too Spooky. With a 2. I'm gonna of course take them in here. Yeah, most of them I didn't even see them. The Pantry Girl, I haven't seen the first bit, but I did see the last bit before they moved out. It's very nice to see the complete video of that. Still think it's weird. And it could very well be real because the fact that they searched the pantry, nothing was there. And I think my theory is kind of right. But on the other hand, well, kids will be kids because kids are mean. They're mean to each other. So yeah, the fact that she pulled the little girl's hair, good possibility. So yeah, it could be real, and I think my theory could be right about the fact that she died in the pantry. Back then it was just a closet, probably a bit bigger without the shelves in there. But I think the time the door opened every single time was the time that she was found or died or whatever, that kind of thing. So it could be. As to the hotel video, I like that one too. Still think that one's legit. So if somebody has a debunked video about that, I would love to see it, because it sure as hell looks legit. But yeah, overall good video. Liked it. Not all paranormal, of course, but or a couple of them were just explainable. But yeah, overall, like the video, and I think I'm gonna like this channel because I liked his comments. They were funny as hell. And yeah, subscribe to his channel if you liked it, and subscribe to mine right there. Tickle the bell icon and never miss a thing. And then I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.